Yeah, I wish there was some background music or something here. Do, 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 do.
We need
Come on, Grigorovich.
a little pomp and circumstance, perhaps. My name is Dr. Jennifer McNabb, and I have the privilege of serving as the head of the Department of History at the University of Northern Iowa. Tonight, I'm delighted to have this opportunity to honor this spring's history graduates and to gather with family, friends, faculty, and staff to congratulate them on the completion of their coursework at UNI. Graduates, a diploma from UNI opens a range of opportunities here in Iowa and far beyond. And a degree in history has trained you as a global citizen with keenly developed historical thinking skills that will make you a highly sought after professional as well as a lifelong learner. This week represents the culmination of your long years of effort and dedication. And yet, this week, this month, this semester have not gone the way any of us intended. What is usually a time of great celebration, full of rituals and traditions designed to recognize your achievements, has instead been a time of uncertainty. In the extraordinary landscape of spring 2020, some of you have needed to become caregivers, others to increase your hours at work, all while writing papers, taking exams, and of course, becoming Zoom experts. You've had to say an abrupt and abbreviated farewell to roommates and friends, and you've been unable to enjoy a spring semester of student organization activities, UNI sports, theatrical and musical performances, and much more. But instead of dwelling on what you couldn't do, I want to draw attention to what you did. Because you have done something amazing. You have persisted. You have overcome the obstacles that this semester has thrown your way, and you have inspired me, and you've inspired my colleagues. You are why we teach. Take pride in your achievements and celebrate your accomplishments. And so again, let me welcome all of you to this Spring 2020 Department of History Convocation. Students, this celebration is for you. I am pleased to introduce Dr. Brenda Bass, who serves as Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, the academic college at UNI that houses the Department of History. Dean Bass is a great advocate for history students and faculty at UNI, and she has graciously agreed to speak tonight to offer her congratulations to this semester's graduates.
Thank you, Dr. McNabb. Welcome to our 2020 graduates, as well as the family and friends that could join us tonight. I am so excited to be part of this virtual gathering and have an opportunity to tell you congratulations. As Dr. McNabb said, I'm sure this isn't quite how you envisioned your graduation ceremony occurring here at the University of Northern Iowa, but we have the opportunity to celebrate your accomplishments tonight. I know one of the favorite parts of my job is at commencement being able to shake everybody's hands as they walk across the stage. And so I'm really sorry that you don't get to experience that, at least not right now. But we're so proud of you. This is such a significant accomplishment, and it's taken a lot of hard work for you to reach this point, for you to get here. Your history faculty, along with your family and friends, they've gathered here tonight to celebrate you and all that you've accomplished. I hope you enjoy this special moment. I want to say a big congratulations and best wishes on wherever life takes you next. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Bass. I would now like to take a few moments to individually recognize each of our candidates for the Master of Arts degree in History and our Bachelor of Arts degrees in History and History Teaching. But before I do so, I would like to involve my colleagues in recreating what I think is one of the more powerful moments of UNI's commencement experience. It doesn't take place on stage, and in fact, it doesn't even take place in view of the public. It instead happens down in the tunnel of the McLeod Center, as faculty and degree candidates line up for the start of the program. When the students begin to move forward, the faculty begin clapping for them. And they keep clapping for them. It's a lengthy ovation that lasts until the very final student passes in front of the assembled faculty. I wanted to share a sense of that moment with you tonight, and so, unmuting my colleagues, I will ask all of them to join me in offering you a very well-deserved round of applause. History faculty, let's give them a hand. You can tell the veterans know the clapping just goes on and on and on. Thank you so much, all. So let me move through our list of graduates, and I'll begin with the candidates for the Master of Arts in History degree. Tony Birch. Tony completed a research paper titled "The Presentation of Race at Mark Twain Historical Sites in Hannibal, Missouri," under the supervision of Professor Connors. Travis Carrier. Travis completed a thesis titled "Advertising Patriotism, Gender and Sacrifice as Depicted in Ladies' Home Journal, 1942 to 1945, under the supervision of Professor Cutter. Andrew Harnoy completed a thesis titled "Richard Walter Dare, National Socialism and Währendpolitik," under the supervision of Professor Sapkowski. Jasmine Hills. Jasmine completed a research paper titled "Bread, Bread, Southern Women and Their Role in the Civil War Bread Riots, 1863 to 1864, under the supervision of Professor Cutter. Ryan Villarreal. Ryan completed a thesis titled "Vietnam, the Soldier's Side," under the supervision of Professor Calderon. Let's please give another round of applause to our candidates for the MA degree in history. A lot of clapping. And now, for the candidates for our Bachelor of Arts degrees in history and history teaching. Eric Broderick, history teaching. Natasha Childers, history. Abigail Furr, history. Brian Faring, history. Cassidy Fisher, history. Addie Forge, history teaching. Brennan Hamilton, history. Sarah Hansen, history. Tyler Hosh, history teaching. Nicholas Kemp, history teaching. Anna Logston, history teaching. Jess Manning, history. Zach Marburger, history teaching. Benjamin McDaniel, history teaching. Riley McElderry, history. McKinley Meyer, history teaching. Devin O'Connor, history. Aaron Preissner, history teaching. Sean Riley, history teaching. Chad Schaefer, history teaching. Wesley Schlomer, history. Samuel Shepard, history. Riley Stanton, history teaching. Zach Stager, history teaching. Connor Tyndall, history teaching. Jacob Walker, history teaching. And Jacob Wilkinson, history teaching. Please let's give our BA candidates in history and history teaching a round of applause. Lots of applause. As you have made your way through your academic career as students of history, many people have been part of your support team, and I'd like to take a moment to play a brief video provided for the graduates by the American Historical Association. The AHA, an organization of working historians in the United States, asked Lonnie Bunch, the founding director of the Smithsonian's Museum of African American History and the current secretary, to offer his congratulations to the graduates, and here are his remarks.
I am Lonnie Bunch, the secretary of the Smithsonian Institution, and I am so honored to congratulate you, the class of 2020. I am especially pleased because you have graduated with a major in history, one of the most useful and important majors in college. Some may wonder, who is this guy? I think I was asked to speak because I stand before you as a history major with a job. So parents, please be comforted. But I am also speaking to you because I believe in the value and power of a degree in history. Recently, I received a letter that was critical of historians that included the sentence, "Don't you know that America's greatest strength is its ability to forget?" This is a historical perspective that is quite troubling. I think America would be better off to remember the words of James Baldwin, who wrote in 1955 that the past is all that makes the present coherent. Your degree is so valuable because you understand the power of remembering. With your training, you are well suited to use your major in formal and informal ways to help America better understand itself and to take solace in learning from the study of the past. While many of you will not become historians, you have developed the skills that are highly marketable, quite valuable, and candidly, desperately needed in this world. In addition to being knowledgeable about antebellum America or the impact of World War I on issues of race and gender, or the impact of the plague on medieval Europe, you have learned to express yourself and to make coherent arguments and to write well. You've learned to understand complexity, to appreciate nuance, and to embrace ambiguity in order to counter the trend of a country seeking simple answers to complex questions. You have discovered that studying history provides contextualization, understanding, inspiration, and clarity. Let me conclude with something a dear friend, the great oral historian Studs Terkel, once told me. Studs believed in fighting for fairness for all those people without power. He never met a picket line that he didn't support. Near the end of his life, he said to me, "Lonnie, I cannot see well, I can't hear at all, and I can't stand for long. But do me a favor, always point me in the direction where I can do good." And that is my charge and challenge to you. Use what you have learned as history majors to contribute to the betterment of a community, a region, a nation. And use your knowledge of the past and the skills you have mastered to always point yourself in the direction to do good. Congratulations and enjoy this moment.
And so, in conclusion, I want to offer just a few last remarks. During your time here at UNI, both the past and the future have been your constant companions. As individuals passionate about history, you have devoted yourselves to a deeper understanding of past people, institutions, and societies. As you've sought to uncover meaning in their lives and actions, both for their own time and through the lens of our own time. You've learned a lot about the future. You've been described as future teachers, future graduate students, future museum conservators and curators. Tonight, though, that future becomes your present. Make an impact and maintain your love for history as you go out into the world. Again, my colleagues and I congratulate you and wish you great personal and professional success. Thank you so much for letting us teach you. Thank you all. I thought Professor Calderon was going to bring an air horn to blow us on out of here, but
sorry.
Not.
It's being used by the neighbors.
I know your neighbors.
Thank you so much, students and parents, friends, and family, for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Good job, everyone. Great job.
How you're doing. Let us know where you're going, what you're doing.
Yes, keep in touch. Always keep in touch.
Keep in touch.